It was hard not to love the movie because you guys are so beautiful to watch that I was just like,
well, hello.
Jennifer Garner never expected to clash with Blake Lively, yet Hollywood whispers claim it's been building for years. At first glance, Jennifer appears grounded and drama-free, but rumors say she's carried a deep grudge against Blake since 2010's The Town. That film, directed by and starring Ben Affleck, cast Blake as his love interest despite a significant age gap. Soon, onlookers noticed Ben and Blake sharing flirty moments off-screen. Around that same time, Blake broke things off with Penn Badgley, fueling gossip that something more than acting had happened. Jennifer, already wary, she'd watched Ben jump from Jennifer Lopez to her years earlier, reportedly lost all trust. Later, she even stopped Ben from accepting a role that would bring him near Blake again through Ryan Reynolds. And the strain between her and Ben escalated until their 2018 divorce. Yet Ben wasn't Blake's only taken co-star. Scarlett Johansson also appears to have reasons for avoiding her. Scarlett tied the knot with Ryan Reynolds in 2008. Then came 2010's Green Lantern, pairing Ryan with Blake. Rumors flared that they were slipping away together off-set, and Scarlett notably skipped the premiere. Within a month, she and Ryan announced their divorce. Once again, Blake's public image remained polished, while Scarlett simply moved on without a fuss. Some say that was Scarlett's way of keeping her dignity intact. No public mudslinging, just distance. Blake's controversies don't end there. She apparently provoked Kate Middleton by posting a tongue-in-cheek, heavily edited photo of herself right after Kate faced backlash over a poorly photoshopped family picture. Royal watchers saw it as Blake mocking Kate during a vulnerable time, when Kate was recovering from surgery and under intense media scrutiny. Sources say the palace was none too pleased, but royals rarely respond. The entire incident revealed a more cutthroat side of Blake's brand tactics, one that doesn't align with her sweet public persona. Then there's her track record with co-stars. On Gossip Girl, she played the stylish Serena van der Woodsen opposite Leighton Meester's Blair Waldorf. But insiders say they only tolerated each other off-camera. While Leighton zeroed in on her craft, Blake chased fashion endorsements and magazine spreads. Their differences grew, and when Leighton married Adam Brody, Blake didn't receive an invitation. Penn Badgley, who dated Blake during the show, later praised almost every cast member in interviews, excluding her. It seemed like a pointed omission, suggesting their split was less amicable than fans realized. Another tension-filled set was 2018's A Simple Favor, co-starring Anna Kendrick. Rumors circulated that Blake stalled filming if she disliked how she looked in a shot, frustrating cast and crew. Anna, known for her wry, down-to-earth humor, reportedly kept things cordial but distant. Their interactions during press tours looked forced, raising questions about whether Blake's alleged diva attitude clashed with Anna's laid-back style. Even Henry Golding, who tried to be diplomatic, hinted at feeling uneasy. Then there was Blake's short-lived romance with Leonardo DiCaprio in 2011, an odd pairing that fizzled after mere months. Gossips claimed Leo found her overbearing, especially when she sent him playful photos featuring a Barbie doll in everyday scenarios. Perhaps she thought it was cute, but word is Leo saw it as off-putting. Since then, he's never spoken of her publicly, even though he stays friendly with most exes. While Blake carried on with new roles and public appearances, critics pointed to a pattern. Men in serious relationships suddenly parting ways when she entered the picture, co-stars emerging with frosty post-production attitudes, and bigger names quietly distancing themselves. Yet Blake rarely faced direct backlash in headlines. Her polished style, social media wit, and later marriage to Ryan Reynolds helped maintain her sweetheart facade. Fans ate up their playful online banter, viewing them as an ideal Hollywood couple. Still, the facade began to crack with a recent dispute involving Justin Baldoni over the film adaptation of It Ends With Us. Initially, the announcement that Blake would star seemed like a major win, but behind closed doors, creative conflicts escalated into a public legal battle, painting her as controlling and difficult to work with. For once, these stories weren't just rumors. They had a paper trail. Observers wondered if her perfect public image could weather a formal lawsuit. Meanwhile, Jennifer Garner rebuilt her life. She maintained a calm presence, co-parented with Ben, and picked up new roles. Though she never publicly declared Blake responsible for any marital strife, Hollywood insiders noted how fiercely Jennifer protected her space. Scarlett Johansson also found peace with Colin Jost, continuing her illustrious career without breathing a word about Blake. Kate Middleton still performs her royal duties as gracefully as ever. None of these women engaged Blake in open conflict, but they all seemed to keep her at arm's length. Leighton Meester moved into a private life with Adam Brody, seldom referencing Gossip Girl. Anna Kendrick remains a fan favorite, promoting her projects and avoiding feuds. Henry Golding rarely discusses anything about that tense "a simple favor" experience. Penn Badgley now stars in darker, mind-bending shows, apparently uninterested in revisiting his days with Blake. As for Ryan Reynolds, he's embraced the comedic persona that fans adore. Together, he and Blake curated a cheeky social media rapport that's become their signature. They troll each other online, pose for pictures, and appear to have a picture-perfect family. Some see it as genuine affection, while others sense strategic PR. Nonetheless, it's worked. Magazines routinely name them among the most admired celebrity couples. Hollywood is no stranger to double standards. Men who move from one high-profile relationship to another rarely catch the same heat as women in similar positions. But even with that in mind, the sheer volume of rumors around Blake raises eyebrows. Can so many people, Jennifer Garner, Scarlett Johansson, Kate Middleton, Anna Kendrick, Leighton Meester, Penn Badgley, and more, all be wrong about her? Some argue she's just ambitious, that her drive may rub people the wrong way. Others claim she's a master of manipulation, building a brand on carefully chosen optics and stepping on anyone who gets in her way. One recurring pattern is the hush-hush approach that so many of her alleged rivals adopt. Jennifer Garner and Scarlett Johansson never publicly confronted her. Neither did Kate Middleton. In each case, the problem seemed obvious, but no one went on record airing dirty laundry. Maybe that helped Blake remain unscathed in the public eye. No official statements, no major scandal to confirm, just rumor after rumor. A simple favor set tension. The friction with Anna Kendrick was minimal in tabloids, but if you watched interviews, the spark between them was missing. Anna promoted the movie enthusiastically, but mostly on her own. People picking up on that subtle distance saw it as confirmation that something was off. Anna rarely has issues with co-stars, so this one stands out. Leo's brief relationship with Blake reads almost comical in hindsight. She hopped on yachts and traveled with him, looking every bit like the new it couple. Then it ended abruptly, and neither party seemed interested in explaining. Leo, typically gracious with ex-girlfriends, let that silence speak for itself. The recent Baldoni suit could be the catalyst that finally cracks the surface. Court battles can expose details beyond anyone's control, unlike casual rumors that fade if left unconfirmed. If negative aspects of Blake's behavior become part of a legal record, it may validate what Jennifer Garner, Scarlett Johansson, and so many others have supposedly felt all along. Would that tarnish her fairy tale image with Ryan Reynolds? Or would fans dismiss it as Hollywood gossip? Jennifer Garner's journey highlights the emotional toll. She married Ben Affleck with every intention of building a stable home, only to endure rumors of him being too close with Blake on The Town, then watch him fall into further scandals. ScarJo's experience was less drawn out, but equally telling. She and Ryan parted ways, and before long, he was an item with Blake. Whether or not Blake is responsible, the timing is tough to ignore. As for Kate Middleton, the jab seemed mean-spirited. Blake chose that moment to promote her brand, effectively ridiculing Kate's predicament under massive public scrutiny. That incident had nothing to do with a love triangle, just a decision by Blake to poke at someone else's PR nightmare. Meanwhile, Leighton Meester's story reveals how clashing work ethics and priorities can sour a professional relationship. Leighton was respected for her acting chops and privacy, while Blake seized on her Gossip Girl fame for personal branding. They eventually diverged so sharply that they barely spoke, and the distance showed. Penn Badgley's attitude further underscores the friction. He praised everyone else from the show, consistently skipping mention of Blake. Each episode alone might be brushed off as trivial, yet woven together, they suggest a consistent pattern. Blake emerges from controversies largely unscathed, while those left behind either exit quietly or nurse lasting grudges. The question is how much longer she can maintain the friendly, carefree mask. If the Baldoni situation grows, or if any of these past tensions bubble up more publicly, that squeaky clean image could crack beyond repair. Of course, some fans believe Blake is simply a go-getter and talented actress who's been unfairly maligned by envious peers. Hollywood is cutthroat, and rumors often get distorted, yet it's hard to dismiss the similar stories from so many different people. And that's where the doubt creeps in. Maybe she really does manipulate circumstances to her advantage, skillfully projecting sweetness for public consumption. So is Blake Lively the misunderstood star who happened to date or work with powerful men at complicated moments? Or is she a behind-the-scenes diva adept at covering her tracks? Jennifer Garner, Scarlett Johansson, Kate Middleton, Anna Kendrick, Leighton Meester, Penn Badgley, their rumored encounters point toward a troubling pattern. Now the lawsuit with Justin Baldoni might lay everything bare, forcing Blake into a scrutiny she's never truly faced. If her behind-the-scenes actions clash too strongly with her polished persona, she could face real backlash. Whatever the outcome, her story highlights how a pristine public image can hide countless backstage dramas. For years, Blake's seeming perfection dazzled fans, and her banter with Ryan Reynolds charmed even skeptics. But Hollywood never forgets. A-listers like Jennifer Garner and Scarlett Johansson don't just freeze people out for no reason. The royal family is known for ignoring petty jabs, yet Kate Middleton's circle reportedly took note. Anna Kendrick and Leighton Meester, both known for being laid back, apparently clashed with Blake's demands or attitude. Then there's Leo, who dashed away so fast it's almost comedic. Maybe Blake will manage yet another graceful recovery, deflecting legal drama the way she once brushed off affair rumors. But times have changed. Viewers now scrutinize every Instagram caption, every public statement, and every detail that emerges in court. If her typical strategies fail, the public might finally see another side to Hollywood's so-called sweetheart. So where do you stand? Is Blake truly the villain in these tales, or is she simply caught in the crossfire of a cutthroat industry? With so many respected figures quietly distancing themselves from her, it's hard to believe there's no fire beneath the smoke. Jennifer Garner's wariness, Scarlett's quick exit, Kate's rumored anger, and the unspoken coldness from co-stars paint a damning picture. If the Baldoni conflict unearths more evidence of manipulation or controlling behavior, Blake's bright lights image may never recover. For now, she and Ryan maintain their public sparkle, trading witty comments online and strolling red carpets like the perfect duo. But the cracks are showing. Hollywood insiders are talking, and more people are taking the rumors seriously. We might be witnessing the moment when the Blake Lively mystique finally falters. Or she might, once again, slip through unscathed, proving she's as adept at shaping her narrative as her fans believe. One thing is certain, Jennifer Garner and many others in Tinseltown would probably say this exposure is overdue. After all, if the same accusations surface repeatedly, maybe they're not mere gossip. With each new revelation, it grows harder to dismiss the claims that Blake Lively isn't as innocent as her laughter-filled interviews suggest. Will the world keep rooting for her shiny couple's brand, or is the bubble about to burst? Stay tuned, because if there's one thing Hollywood loves, it's a high-stakes reveal that flips a star's image overnight.